Hello and welcome to this edition of Morning Market Call. Today we have two of our first year students who also went on the Tech Trek, but they went to the Tech Trek to Seattle. We've got Jared Ferguson with us. Welcome, Jared.
Thanks, good to be here.
And we have Panu Puikkonen. Now I've been told I said your name incorrectly, but you know I tried. But welcome to Morning Market Call.
Thanks.
So anyway, so I understand you guys actually went to both Tech Treks. You know. Tell us a little bit how Tech Trek Seattle was different from Tech Trek Silicon Valley, Panu.
Well, for me, there were two main differences between the two Tech Treks. First of all, the Seattle trip was much shorter. Mm-hmm. We only visited 4 companies as opposed to 7. And also, Seattle as a city is much cooler to visit. It's much more beautiful, much more exciting.
Than Silicon Valley, right?
Than Silicon Valley, which is like California and suburbia. So in Seattle, we enjoyed the area a lot more, as well as the company visits.
Okay, great. And so what kinds of things did you guys do in your free time when you weren't visiting tech companies?
Seattle has a really cool downtown, really cool urban environment. They have some great shopping, and they also have a cool fresh market where they sell fresh seafood called Pike's Place.
Oh yeah, been there before.
So we were able to go there. Yeah. It was really cool.
Did you go see the fishmongers throw on the fish?
I think we got there too late in the day. They usually do that early in the morning.
Well, that's great. So, so when you're in Seattle, you said you guys met with 4 companies. What were those companies? And maybe you guys can both, like the Silicon Valley guys, tell us what your favorite companies were.
Yeah, we officially we were scheduled to. We saw Coca-Cola. Yeah. We saw Microsoft, Amazon, and T-Mobile. Okay. And then a couple other groups of students went and saw Boeing and Alaska Airlines. Okay,
so this was much more of an industrial visit. I mean, other than Microsoft and maybe T-Mobile, it was kind of a broader mix of companies then.
It was.
Yeah, the focus was still on tech, just like with the California trip, but because Seattle is so much smaller, we had a much smaller selection of companies, so we branched out to some more like non-techy ones. Okay.
So any celebrity sightings up there in Washington? Any Steve Ballmer sightings or?
I did see where Jeff Bezos works from the outside. I saw the building and the particular floor, but that's as close as we got.
As close as you got.
Did you see anyone?
We wanted to see Jeff Ballmer screaming on stage, giving some speech, but we weren't able to do that. So.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. We just missed it.
Yeah. We did. So would you guys go again?
Absolutely. For me, it was awesome to get a feel for the companies. I went in having some favorites, but after I left, my priorities had shifted. Okay. Because getting a good feel of the companies makes a big difference. And the companies I was excited about, it solidified those even more. So
great.
Yeah, on the trip we saw a really good range of different companies as far as geographic location and company culture, and that helps us as we're picking between internships and full-time offers in what type of environment we want to work. Like for me personally, like Amazon resonated with me the most because it's a downtown technology company, and there aren't too many of those out there. Most tech companies are kind of sprawling campuses in the suburbs, so that was a culture that resonated with me.
Yeah, well that's great. Well there you have it, guys. Tech Trek Seattle. Thanks, Panu and Jared, for coming with us. And you can follow us on morningmarketcall.org or Facebook and Twitter.
MMC is brought to you by the Marriott School of Management in association with the Brigham Young University Department of Communications. MMC is made possible by a generous donation from Larry Tasjan and Gary Williams, and is produced by Rhett Weller, Todd Castagna, Mason Chen, Joel Tovey, and Sabrina Beck, with line producing by Kika Latu. For more information, find us on our Facebook and Twitter or at morningmarketcall.org.